In today's devlog, we're taking a look at Billy's newly added cowboy outfit. What will his cowboy mount look like? Well, stay put to find out. Hi, I'm Jonas. Welcome to another video. In this devlog series, I talk about an upcoming roguelike game set in the nightmares of the pyjamas-wearing boy, Billy. So, if you're new here, consider subscribing. Like I said before, we have now added a cowboy outfit for Billy. I will show you this together with his new mount in just a minute, so make sure to stay till the end of the video. First, I wanna show you what we have done with the other outfits. Regardless of what outfit you chose, Billy used to always start his nightmare with a Nerf gun. We had some weapons that would fit certain outfits, but we hadn't linked them together until now. This also meant that these starting weapons couldn't be sold or found in the nightmare anymore. We then realized that none of the remaining weapons that we had felt right for the astronaut. So, we decided to create a ray gun as his starting weapon. We then had to figure out how the ray gun could be different from the other starting weapons. We gave it a pretty decent ammo capacity, together with low damage. But the interesting part is that the projectiles can penetrate the first enemy and hit another one behind it. On the second enemy, it only deals half the damage though. And of course, we had to give the ray gun the classic sound of a laser pistol. And speaking of sounds, since the last devlog, I have been working on a new sound grid that keeps track of what kind of material you are walking on. So in the bedroom, for example, you can now hear a difference between walking on the carpet and the wooden floor. And inside Mr Sandman's temple, there's now different sounds for walking on the grass and the stone tiles. It might be a small thing to change some sound files, but we think it makes the game feel so much more alive. And while we're inside the temple, I wanna show you some bugs that we have fixed in here. The water in the temple is basically copy-pasted from the lava in the nightmare. So that gave the water some pretty interesting behaviors. If you fell into the water, you would hear a sizzling lava sound, together with a lava splash. So that sound effect had to be removed, and the sprite replaced with a water splash. Every time you fell into the water, you would also lose 1 HP until you died. Which felt a bit weird, since the temple is supposed to be a safe area and not a part of the nightmare. The third and final bug involving the water was that you could get stuck inside the pillars when respawning. This was because you got moved to the middle of the last safe tile you were in before falling down. And because the pillars are so close to the edge, you ended up respawning inside them. But thanks to a new collision code, Billy can now find a spawn location outside the pillars. It has been 6 months since Billy last got a new outfit added to the game. That is a very long time. So we will now try to add a new outfit in every devlog.
Hell, it's about time.
Eric suggested that we should add a cowboy outfit. And we like that idea. So it's now possible to buy one in Mr Sandman's temple. Instead of creating a new starting weapon for Cowboy Billy, we decided to give him the cap gun that's already in the game. Because it looks like a cowboy revolver anyway. The cap gun has pretty low damage, but a very high crit chance. Plus, it fires as fast as you can pull the trigger. When it came to creating a mount for the cowboy, it felt very obvious to give him a horse. But since his revolver is only a toy gun, we thought it would be more fun to give him a stick horse instead of a real one. Plus, it looks so charming with Billy running around really fast with his little stick horse. We also get a lot of comments regarding enemies and combat. Matthias, Averit and Terribilis Scientia pointed out that not all enemies have to shoot projectiles. And we agree. Adding some melee enemies would make the game much more interesting. So now, we have to figure out what kind of enemies we should add. What kind of melee enemies would you like to see in the school level? Let me know down in the comments. This was everything I had to show you for this devlog. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, or leave a dislike if you didn't. And make sure to also subscribe to my channel, so you don't miss any upcoming devlogs. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't let your nightmares wake you up.